Required listening with Amazon Music.
Dad music again?
The greatest guitarist of all time.
Wait, who?
Alexa, add this song to a new playlist.
Sure, what's the new playlist name?
Jack's Intro to Classic Rock.
Adding Stepping Stone by Jimi Hendrix to Jack's Intro to Classic Rock playlist.
Amazon Music, the simplest way to listen to the music you and soon he will love. New customers start your 30-day free trial at AmazonMusic.com. Renews automatically, cancel anytime.
Blog Talk Radio.
Hey love, when will you come back to me? You've been gone a long time, and I've just been wondering, when will you come back to me? I've been paying the price for what I've done to you for so long. Hey baby, you're still telling your friends how I hurt you, and I've done you wrong. But girl, I wanna know, when will you come back to me? When will you come back to me? Are you coming back to me? When will you come back to me? When will you come back to me? Come on back to me. I'm sorry if I hurt you, baby, but you're for me as well, and you know it. I've cried a million tears, and every time I see, my heart just swells. But girl, I wanna know, when will you come back to me? When are you coming back? When will you come back to me? When are you coming back to me, baby? When will you come back to me? I wanna know. When will you come back to me? I'm sorry if you think I don't love you. Yes, I do. I wanna love you. I wanna love you, baby. Oh, I don't think that you love me, though you say you do. I know you can love me. Why don't you love me, baby? When will you come back to me? When will you go back to me? When will you come back to me? I wanna know, baby. When will
And hello out there in Blog Talk Radio land here in the United States and across the globe. Hello over there to my babies in Germany, to my children over there in Italy, all over there in the Caribbean islands, honey, and abroad, honey. It is another lovely, glorious day, my darlings. And I hope you have all your crumpets together because it's time to dish tea, and you're dishing tea, darlings. With Big Meech. Hey, babies. Yes, we are coming to you today, honey, as a special edition show because my guests today, honey, have been just a staple in the music industry, honey, and they are coming back and are really going to just let us have it once again the way that they did. And I want to make sure that you guys are getting the exclusive right here with Dishing Tea with Big Meech. So if you're listening by computer, honey, please feel free to go over to the tea room. It is open. Right now, I'm the only one there because I just opened it. Ha, ha, ha. So if you want to join in on the conversation by computer, go over to the tea room, honey, and log in. Make sure that if you want to converse, honey, you have to create a profile page so that you can say hi and everything and respond. If not, just sit back and listen and watch and read or whatever. If you're listening by phone or wants to call in, you can call in at 347-205-9183. That's 347-205-9183. Just call on in, press the number 1 that lets me know that you have something to say, and your hand will raise up on my call queue, honey, and I will come to you at that appropriate time, okay? So let me say my disclaimer here. Dishing Tea with Big Meech, honey, is for mature audiences, and the language and or subject matters that you hear on this program is not intended for children or anyone who is not mature and or responsible enough to handle the situation. So your listening discretion is advised. I repeat, Dishing Tea with Big Meech is for mature audiences, and the language and or subject matters that you hear on this program is not intended for children or anyone who is not mature and or responsible enough to handle the situation. So your listening discretion is advised. So now, at this particular time, being that it's 4 o'clock Eastern time here, some of you may be leaving work. If you're at different time zones, you may be coming back from lunch or whatever. So if you're at work, now is the time for you to put in your headphones or turn your volumes down to a respectful level and understand what we're doing, okay? If you have children around you, honey, put them in the other room or something. Put on SpongeBob, put on Dora, put on Bert and Ernie, put on somebody. Because now it's time for the grown and sexy to become the seasoned and sophisticated. Okay? So, yes, I want you to understand that because I have to tell you, I do have a potty mouth. I make no excuses for it. I'm 43 years young, honey, on my way to 125. So every 4, 5, 6-letter syllable or 15-syllable word that comes out of my mouth, honey, I've earned the right to it. So consider yourselves warm because none of you bitches are going to come to me at the Kmart, at the Kroger's, at the Dollar Tree, at somebody's place, telling me something, you got this, you got that, whatever, because you did not govern yourselves accordingly. So please, I'm asking you to govern yourselves accordingly and to consider yourselves warned. I don't know what bag I'm coming out of. Just know that I'm coming out of something. Okay? Now, having said all that, hello there to Road to Stardom. Hey, baby, she's over there in the tea room. Hey, sugar, how you doing? Thanks for coming on in and joining us. And we're going to go from there. Now, y'all know right now, before I introduce our guests, we have to pay a couple of bills as always. But before we do, as you see, the title track that we just played, When Will You Come Back to Me? That's what I've titled today's show. When will you come back to me? As we are looking at the resurgence, honey, of our wonderful, wonderful guest that's coming on. So I'm going to keep you in suspense for just a little while longer. Let me take a little commercial break here. I'm going to wet my palate. I'm drinking throat coat tea mixed with a little citrus green tea. Ha, ha, ha. Yes, I had to do a concoction. So let me wet my palate. And when we come back, honey, we will be talking with the group, honey, members of this long-loving group, honey, CLUB NOUVEAU. Yes, I said it, CLUB NOUVEAU, sugar. So when we come back, we will be hearing from them. So let me take this commercial break, and I will talk to you in just a few moments.
Trigg Laboratories manufactures premium sexual wellness and consumer healthcare products and is the parent company of Wet International Incorporated, one of the world's best-selling lines of personal lubricants and intimacy products. We carry a large variety of personal and flavored lubricants, flavored heating massage lotions, and aromatherapy heating massage oils. Whether you need a little or a lot, Wet has you covered. Our line of high-quality, innovative, and unique products are formulated using only the finest ingredients at our FDA-approved facility, meeting the strictest manufacturing standards. Wet is available worldwide at specialty stores and online retailers and at pharmacies nationwide. For more information or to find a retailer near you, log on to www.stayswetlonger.com. Trigg Laboratories. We create fun, quality, trusted products to innovate your intimacy.
The Big Brothers Network. Yeah, men of color, men of size. The Big Brothers Network was created to celebrate the larger man of color and those who admire him. We intend to promote a positive self-image within our community and the mainstream population. Our goal is to embrace our differences, to inspire self-love, and increase camaraderie through positive, brotherly interactions. We intend to accomplish these goals through the BBN magazine, local and national events, and networking forums. For more information or to catch the latest copy of the BBN magazine, please go to www.bigbrothersnetwork.com. That's www.bigbrothersnetwork.com. The Big Brothers Network. Men of color, men of size.
What you see, oh yeah, you better On a mission. With the program. Gone, girl. Gone, girl. Delight. Get with the program. On a mission. Get with the program. So you like. Get with the program. What you see. Get with the girl. Delight. You better put a hold on me. So you like. Get with the program. What you see. Get with the program. You better put a hold on me. So you like. Get with the program. What you see. Get with the program. You better get a hold on me. So you like what you see. You better put a hold on.
And we are back. If you're just tuning in and would like to join in on the conversation, please feel free to call in at 347-205-9183. That's 347-205-9183. Hey, to Pharaoh's Box over there in the tea room. I see you over there, Sugar. Thanks for joining in. And we're going to get things started right now. Honey, I said earlier today we call this When Will You Come Back to Me? So T-Tippers, this special edition episode will take us back to a place where music was fun, exciting, and cutting edge. My guest today will be dishing tea on how they've managed to survive the setbacks and the pressures that they've endured. Most folks only know them or know of the separation that they had when it all happened with Timex Social Club, yet when they regrouped, they were affectionately known as CLUB NOUVEAU. We will explore the serious side of the group as well as find out some of the fun facts that has kept CLUB NOUVEAU relevant in the eyes of music lovers across the world. So make sure you have all of your crumpets, darlings, because this is one old lovely old hot pot of tea. And without any further ado, honey, I believe I have on the line, this is Mr. J. King, Mr. Samuel Prater, and Miss Valerie Watson English of CLUB NOUVEAU. Hello there, children. How art thou?
What's up,
hey,
Big Meat?
You're doing good, doing good.
All right. I am living. Let me just say this right off the cuff. Because when this came across my desk, honey, I said, "Are you crazy?" They was like, "Honey, did you know who we're talking about?" I said, "What do you mean? Do I know who you're talking about?" Excuse me. I felt offended. Okay. I felt offended, honey, because you guys are part of my teenage years, honey. My teenage and my early 20s. So, your music has been there to help shape and to cultivate a time where music was changing and we were coming into this whole electronic hip-hop era, and you guys were on the cutting edge of all of that. You guys had embraced the social messages and stuff very well, and spoke on it in a way that wasn't, gutter, the way that gangster rap had become or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You guys were able to take a message and to give it life and let it breathe. It was still danceable, honey. We were still able to be fly with our fly colors on or whatever, still get out on the dance floor and yet have a social presence at the same time and be socially conscious. So I just have to say thank you for that because, child, it speaks volumes. Your legacy there speaks volumes to all of us. So, without any further, thank you, honey. I'm just glad that you're here.
You guys are being way too polite. Wait. See, Big Meech, I heard your introduction. And you had a disclaimer. I heard only one curse word.
Oh, honey, now wait a minute. Now, see, don't. It'll come. See, it has to be one of those things, girl, where it comes out of it. See. It'll come, trust me. Oh, girl, trust me, honey.
Your disclaimer made me feel like I have permission just to go off. I can just go shit, goddamn.
Honey, I want you to say it like you. I want you to say it like you mean it and mean what you say, damn it. Because shit, this is what it's all about. Okay, that's what it's all about.
I hope Val haven't had a drink.
No, not yet. I'm drinking. No, I'm drinking regular tea, not a Long Island yet.
I said I hope. Because, if Val and Val don't need no whole drink. All she needed is a sip of one.
Just a sip? Okay.
That's all she needs is a swallow.
Okay. Let Big Meech go back to his radio thing.
Well, you know what? We got a good groove going right here. So I would like Let me have this, because, see, as I done my research, Jay, I was looking to find out when you had came into the group, because it's like, okay, the new group is Jay and Samuel and Val. And I said, well, wait a minute, let me go back and see when he came into the group. But then as I did my research, I found that you was already with the group as a producer back in the earlier days. So I'm going to let whichever one of you wish.
I was always in the group.
That's what I'm saying. You were always there.
Yeah.
So let's go back to, and let's clear up whatever misconceptions that may be out there, because as the popular tunes are the popular tunes. You know, we got Rumors, we have Lean on Me, Why You Treat Me So Bad, which is still an anthem. You have Jealousy, which was the anthem, or the answer, when we were doing call answer records back then. You know, the answer response to Rumors and Carrying On. So we had those popular songs. But a lot of people, you know, Rumors was up on the Timex Social Club. There I found up on the CLUB NOUVEAU, and the names changed and this and the other. Let's clear up whatever that was, why the regrouping needed to take place, and then let's move from that particular point.
Okay, well, I was a producer of Timex Social Club, and they were signed to my label. I did a label, J Records, which they were going to be on. Okay. Timex Social Club with Michael Marshall, Alex Hill, and Marcus Thompson. I put Valerie in Timex Social Club because I felt like they needed a female presence, and we needed a female voice that was as interesting as Michael Marshall. And Val had her own distinct sound. She didn't sound like anybody. She was already familiar with working with Alex Hill, who was in Timex Social Club, and I just felt like it was a perfect match, blend-wise, between Michael and Valerie. And then they signed an agreement, Timex Social Club, behind my back with another company. And so Valerie stayed with me, and then we got Samuel and Denny and Tommy, who were working with me as producers. Denny knew Samuel. He brought Samuel in. Samuel also he was young and had a very strong voice. I just loved the sound of his voice. So as a writer, writing for Val and Sam became, that was my main job. I wasn't really a singer. I didn't sing until Why You Treat Me So Bad. I believe Val is the one who told me to just sing the song because we were trying to get it done, and it wasn't really a singer song, and Samuel is a singer. It was somebody who could put a presence on it and make the melody, oh girl, I loved you, but you turned and you walked away. Right. So that's how the whole CLUB NOUVEAU thing came together. It came together because the Timex Social Club, which wasn't really a group, it was more of a concept. It was just one guy. And it was a concept that we were building, that we were going to build into a group, but it never got off the ground. And then some of the other ideas that we had for Timex Social Club, we just made up for CLUB NOUVEAU, which was called
dig that.
And then Valerie came with CLUB NOUVEAU Riche while we were on a plane. I spoke to my lawyer. He said NOUVEAU Riche has negative connotations. We chopped off the Riche and CLUB NOUVEAU. So Valerie really is responsible for the name CLUB NOUVEAU.
Okay, and Nouveau Riche. Now, what's the Riche on that? We know CLUB NOUVEAU is French for new club. What's the Riche?
Newfound wealth.
French for new wealth, like people who just got money and they're just kind of like blinging and flashing, and that wasn't what we were about. So that the lawyer made a good call on that. So we cut that Riche out.
Oh, but dig that. Okay, rich. Okay. Well, that was rich.
Right,
okay.
Exactly. There you go.
Okay.
See, you covered.
Okay, girl, listen now, honey. Okay, I told y'all I'm 43. Okay, now I haven't traveled the world yet. However, I got a little bit of something up under here. Okay. Okay, so we've gone from the concept of this, and now we've become full-fledged this particular entity, and CLUB NOUVEAU has launched. Val, let me go here with you, because I'd love to ask this of female artists. in this business, and we're talking about the late 80s, early 90s, and all of that, where women were still forging their presence in and coming on more as entrepreneurs, more as business women. You know, they were taking the helm of producing and writing and carrying on. What was that move for you as a writer, and now you're the female vocal on this in a male-dominated industry?
I've always gravitated towards male energy, so I didn't find it uncomfortable at all to be in a group with all males or dealing, moving about in the music industry that was dominated by males. So that was no problem for me.
Okay. Samuel, darling, you out here coming into this, you know, and came on board into this mixture. You know, what was that like for you? And what was that dynamic, if you will, for you being a strong male voice, a strong male presence, and creating this sound with CLUB NOUVEAU?
Well, for me, it was like, you know, I grew up singing in church and in my father's quartet group and things like that. So this actually, for me, I was barely out of high school. So for me, it was like it seemed like a big party, minus the drugs. You know what I mean?
Well, how about it? Okay.
For me, yeah, that's what it seemed like to me, because, you know, you figure 18, 19, all of a sudden, because of the groundwork Jay had already done with the Timex and the rumors and everything. When I came in, it was literally like, hey, let's go to the studio and do Jealousy, the answer song. And it seemed like maybe 2 or 3 weeks after that, it was on the radio. So it was just like going so fast. Next thing you know, we're on the road. You know what I mean?
Wow.
We're on tour. I mean, it was that fast. So for me, it was like, wow. It was just like, man, it can't get no better than this. And people say it don't happen overnight. But when I came in, it seemed like it happened overnight. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
It literally just went, Jay, what was it, like 2 months from the time I came in?
Because we were out
doing shows and going places?
Yeah, it was a couple months because we went to the studio, I think it was April. By June, we were touring.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And it was like, and we had went out and did a few shows. Even before the tour, we had started going out and doing shows. So literally, it seemed like, wow, it was like bam, bam. So it was a blessing that, you know, it was like a high that you probably could never re-get again.
Okay, dig that. Okay, dig that everybody chasing. Now, you went somewhere. Let me go here, because one of the things about this particular industry is always sex, drugs, rock and roll, this and that and this, and, you know, and all of what the public sees as the faults. You know, we're attracted to it, but yet we call it a fault at the same time. How was that for you, all three of you, being on the road and then having the band and having, you know, all of your extras, and then you got groupies and this, that, and the other? What was that like for all three of you being on the road, and then with the drug presence and this, that, and the other? Because I still don't understand that. But go ahead.
What drug?
They used to call me Hitler.
Used to. No, he said used to. Oh, that's right. We call him Papa now. He got a different name. We told him down stuff.
Oh, Lord.
Because at first we were, you know, we literally would come off the stage and go to our rooms. It was like, okay, you know, this is what we're doing. But unfortunately for us, we weren't drug users. You know, we weren't smokers or drinkers. You know, I think Samuel, even at first, I didn't let Samuel drink. I think he used to be mad at me about it.
Jay used to let it be known. Every interview, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't, what else? I don't do drugs, I don't have sex. Oh, no, not that one.
No.
Hot damn, wait a minute. She said, oh, no, not that one.
Slow roll. You went to too many. I don't.
But what I did do is I would bring a woman on the road with me. What we didn't do is chase women out. You know, we didn't have the groupie thing. We would literally have women. If I was out on the road, it was somebody with me.
Okay. Well,
that's
smart.
But I think.
Wait, Sam, you better tell him to speak for himself.
Yeah, well, you know, but you know what? He's right at the sense. Remember, I was in a relationship back then, but, you know, at the same time, it was as long as I can see you, you're there. But but we didn't all. I think my only came out for 2 weeks back then, and that was it. Jay did though. Jay would have so much work to do. I don't know if he was having too much time for women. He was a 20-some-year-old businessman.
It was a lot of work because we did our own management. We're
one of the few groups that went out on. Yeah, we are one of the few groups that went out on the road and made money from the very first tour. We didn't have to have tour support. We made money when we were out with Bobby Brown and Ready for the World. When they had tour support and wasn't making money, we were making money. I think we're one of the few bands that actually, on our first album, got royalty checks from record sales. Because get out of here. It takes money. They spend the money on the marketing, promotion, tour support, the advance they get. We didn't suffer from that. Val and Sam got checks from record sales. Sure. Now that's what the blessing is, honey. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Because, everybody always get tired talking about, they got all these, see, this is when record companies were record companies. Now they just are distributorships now. But, back when they were sitting up there putting up advances, all this money because we got to get this done. And so now you become a slave to it because now they got to recoup before you start seeing the check.
Exactly.
So it's like, okay, you gonna do this, you gonna do this, you gonna do this. They don't warn you. I have sleep apnea, honey, so I can only imagine. I'm so thankful. Oh God, I'm so thankful because a bitch like me would have been. I was snoring in the middle of an interview. I just dropped, honey. But okay, I'm tired, honey. Can I just? And everybody wants to sit up there and give you one of these little bumps. Oh, hey, you take this because you're gonna need a speedball to get up, and then you want to give me something to bring me down. No, honey, I don't have time. No. Excuse me. So we hear these kinds of stories, but to hear the flip side of this coin, honey, to hear that, okay, we managed ourselves. We didn't have the tour support like everybody else did because we were self-contained. Jay, what was that for you? Did you go to school for business or did you learn it on the way? What was that for you? Because that sounded like you were just a mini mogul. Fuck mini. No, you was
mad.
A mogul.
I was mad at the way they made us have to do it. I watched Confunction. I was a writer under the Confunction, and I watched them, go through a serious situation with all this stuff. And I just said, and I watched them have a bunch of leaders. They had, every time you turned around, they had a new guy that was the president of the group for the year. They voted. And I said, I don't want to be like that. Watching them, I said, it's going to be one leader in our group, and I'm going to be it. And we're going to do this. This is what we're going to do. This is all we're going to do. And that's how we did it. And everybody had a job, Val and Samuel were the singers in the group, so they were that was where the talent was. Denny and Tommy played keyboards, but me, Val and Sam was the front of the group, and and I think what we did well was we all played our positions well, and when you play your position well, your team wins, and we all played our position well, and our team won.
Okay.
And so, I was in charge of the business of it, and they trusted me to have their back. They trusted me that I was going to do the right thing for the group, and that's why, like Sam said, I didn't get a chance to hang out. I would literally come off stage and go to my room and get ready for the next thing because it was OJT for me. It was on the job training.
On the job training, yeah.
We still had to protect the group from the drug dealers, from the drug addicts. I had to protect them from the groupies and from the pimps. And in the beginning, that's what we did. And it wasn't until our second or third tour, I think, the second or third time that we were out, that people just kind of said, everybody was grown up enough to say, hey, Jay, I don't need you telling me what to do. If I want to go to the club, nigga, I'm going to the club.
Okay, right. Okay. Well, okay. Ooh. Let's go right there. When that change happened, because I have kids all over the country, all over the world, and carrying on that I took up under my wing as mentors or whatever, and I parent very sternly, or at least I attach myself that way. And when it's time for that detachment, God bless it. When it's time for that detachment, I don't know how to necessarily detach. What was that for you when they got to that point where they were like, okay, look here, dog, fuck what you're talking about. I'm finna get ready to go do this. You go back to the room, make sure these books are right. You do yours, I'm going to do mine, and I'll meet you in the morning. What was that for you?
Well, at first, like anybody else, you're not used to that.
Right.
So it was a bit of a tug of war. But by the same token, it didn't last long. Yeah, go to the complete Club Nouveau consciousness. Go to that right there. Open this up.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm in the studio too. Open that up, and then go to Come Together, and it should be right. Come Together.
I love it. He's in the studio, children. Can you stand it? I love it. I love it.
You guys. Well, because I'm mixing the record, and I have to import Larry Dunn's parts into the song. But again, I think ultimately we all had a lot of love and respect for each other.
Mm-hmm.
And and we were really a family. We were growing up together. I mean, I was the oldest one. And at that time, I'm probably 24. So
oh,
and
wow,
I'm
okay.
So Val was 22.
Okay.
Samuel was probably just turning 20. So we're all, we're all out here, and the only older guy I have on the road with me is my road manager, Norris Hampton. Everybody else is young, and I just knew at that point that it was my job to be leadership. But as these guys got, like I said, as we learned the ropes being out on the road, so, when they said, hey, you can't tell us what to do, man. We're grown just like you. They were right. I couldn't tell them what to do. And we just made the adjustment and continued.
Ooh, Val, let me go here to you, sister, because you're the female of the bunch. And sitting up there where you got big brother, big daddy, big papa, big somebody always looking over you, honey, you try to sit up here and do you. What was that adjustment like for you? And then when you had to assert yourself as a woman on the road?
Oh, well, at the time I was in a dysfunctional relationship, so I didn't have to worry about So I didn't have to worry about brothers, chasing after me. I mean, brothers did chase, but, I had my
did.
You wasn't trying to get caught.
They loved
my dysfunctional boyfriend, he was out
there. Trying to figure, but Val was protected. She had her protection on the road with her.
Lord Jesus.
Val still, look, dude, I don't know if that was the best thing or the worst thing, because people still think Val is like 22. Everybody tries to hit on her. I don't care. All ages, all shapes and sizes. Little kids, little boys.
When you talking about hormonal children,
he was trying to holler at Val. Little boy, he about 6 years old, thinking he can holler at Val. I was cracking up. I said, he talking his butt off. I said, but people always hit on her, so I don't. Maybe it was a good thing that she was in. Well, not a dysfunctional thing, but it was a good thing that she was in a relationship, because dudes used to just wait. They just wanted to holler at her, but they couldn't, because she was like off. Her mate was off. Gone. Okay, back to the hotel.
Now, Big
that might have been a good thing.
There was a couple of times when he was not there that I was tempted. I had a couple of incidences in the hot tub.
Hot damn, girl, not the hot tub. Okay, see?
Hot tub.
I had to be strong.
Write a song about it, girl. Okay, I got to be strong. Okay, for hot tub love, honey. Damn it, it got the bubbles going, had a little bubbly. Okay,
you know what?
I'm fucking come up here trying to act like you
on interviews a lot more. I'm gonna find out a whole bunch of stuff I didn't know about.
Hey Val, the hot tub. Are you talking about when we went to the Bahamas? Val, you talking about the dude in the woo 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 white suit?
Oh no.
Not the woo 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 white suit. Shut
that
up.
was another time.
Oh, okay.
That's after the woo 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 white suit. I'm over that one. Okay, that would just work me. Okay. Okay, now let's go here, because now that we were able to, you guys were able to stand your ground in that arena as far as, you know, what the business side of it is that we see, you know, the sex, drugs, rock and roll, and the touring aspect and what all that means. I still don't understand how folks get caught up in it. And I think it's just because it's fast and this, that, and the other.
You know what?
But now let's talk about,
I mean,
I think if you're looking for
right here, you know, I tell people all the time that in our business, there's a lot of pressure in this business. Pressure that people don't see. You know, where you play a one-nighter, you got to get up at 4:00 in the morning, get on the bus, get to the next city. You get to the next city at 9:00 in the afternoon. You got an 11:00 interview at radio. From 11 to 3:00, you're doing interviews. 5:00, you got a sound check. You got an 8:00 show. You get back to the hotel. You take a shower. You know, you got to get back to the venue, and you got to be ready for the 8:00 show. And you just got in at 4:00 that morning, and you've been running since you got there, and you're doing that day after day while you're on tour, because every city requires the same regiment, right? The same regiment. And so if you don't have a real clear, understanding of yourself, you will get caught up out there. It's a tough, in art, people don't realize what artists do for the arts, and love to have other business in order to do it. And, sometimes when it might be that one time that you're down and somebody say, just sniff this, and you sniff it, and it'll pick you up. Man, what's that? And they say, oh, that's just a waker-upper. And 2 days later, you're back feeling that way again. Man, what was that stuff that you had me sniff? Can I sniff that again? And you sniff it before you know it. Whatever that was that you were sniffing, you stuck on sniffing. And I've seen it happen to people. I've seen people, relationships break up while they're on the road. The guy goes home. Goes out on the road. He comes home and his wife is gone. A lot of things happen. So the road is being on the road is a tough life. You have to have your faculties, and you have to know that this is just a job. It's not who you are. It's not what you do is not who you are. It's just what you do. And and it's a high, like Sam said. It's a high like you never had before, because people treat you a different way. You got to hit records, and you can piss in the middle of the street, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, look at that art!" Somebody else pisses in the middle of the street, they go into jail because it's against the law.
Yeah.
Right.
You definitely got to know who you are. Yeah, you got to know who you are before you have any form of success. You definitely would want to know who you are as an individual, because you can, like he said, you can get lost out there. And the funny part about it is when you look at Club Nouveau as a whole, each one of us, by the grace of God, each had that thing. And, everybody pretty much knew who they were, in the sense that nobody got crazy wild on drugs or anything.
Right.
You look back, Tommy didn't drink, didn't smoke. Nobody smoked at all. You know what I mean? Denny, nobody drank. Tommy drank orange juice. That's all he drank. Jay, of course, he don't drink, don't smoke, and he's an athlete. Jay's he's the face. If you look up, no drug abuse in the dictionary, his picture's right there pointing at
hot damn, no drug abuse. Jay King. Okay.
But the one thing, if there was any issue we had in the group, it was that, we were, Denny and Tommy were musicians that didn't want to tour.
Oh.
And if there's anything that we did wrong as a group, is that we didn't tour enough. We didn't work enough. We didn't respect that institution of touring, and because we had hit records, and James Brown and Frankie Beverly and Patti LaBelle, groups like that, Santana, they can tour for the rest of their lives because that's what they did. They built a relationship with the audience. And that's one thing that we didn't do. We didn't build a strong allegiance or relationship with our audience. We didn't tour enough. And, that was our big fight also in the group between me and Denny and Tommy. And that, as things, the success did happen. And one of us really being able to, the three of us at least, not being able to understand the success or handle it the way it should have been handled. Otherwise, you would have got a lot more music from Club Nouveau, a lot more consistently, and it would have been, it would have been better for everybody. But it didn't happen that way. And me and Val, continued to do the Club Nouveau thing when Denny and Tommy left, and Sam left and did his solo record.
Right. I was just going to go there.
Back, you know,
and
but we never
had
an
me go
issue
there.
With Sam. I never had an issue with Sam. Sam was just a friend of Denny's. So when me and Denny and Tommy started funking, Val was my sister. So Val was.
Okay. Okay.
Samuel was Denny's friend. He only knew me and Val through being in this group. So everybody, so there was just lines drawn in the sand that none of us handled. And when I say none of us, I'm talking about me, Val, me, Denny, and Tommy didn't handle the right way.
Okay.
They broke me and Val up. Me and Val was
Lord, well, you know what, Samuel? What was that dynamic for you? Because just how Jay just laid that out, Val was my sister, you was Denny's friend or whatever. That crossfire right there. How was that for you?
It was the weirdest. It was the weirdest time in life. I can look back on everything I've ever done, and whether it was right or wrong, I was sure with the choice I made. Mm-hmm. But back then, it was just like, man, that was the weirdest. You know what I mean? It was just almost like crazy that you go from a family that you're traveling with, you're at hotels with you, on the bus with you, sleeping with you, wake up with every morning, on this high. All of a sudden, it's just like, and it wasn't like a long, drawn-out thing.
Because it wasn't.
I wasn't in on it. Without, you know what I mean? We weren't
in on it. It was just like all of a
scenes.
sudden we just stopped being together.
Yeah.
It was
really
like one morning. It was just like, okay.
Yeah, it just was one night. I can't remember what city we were in. It was one night in a hotel.
So let me tell y'all what happened. Me and Denny and Tommy have been in the studio working on the Club Nouveau record, the second one. Denny and Tommy and I have a disagreement about something. They come back to the studio where we were working, and they steal the tapes.
What?
And erase everything.
Oh, okay.
That's what happened.
And didn't nobody get their ass whooped for that after all that money?
But I'm going to tell you. I got to be honest with you. At one point, I thought about chopping their hands off. I really did. I was just that, because I know everybody. When I say know, I know everybody that do everything. And I knew, and I was so mad. And I remember talking to my mom one day, and she said, just remember, Jay, what you do when you're mad, you have to be responsible for when that anger, that pain passes. So just remember, anything you do when you're mad, you're responsible for it when you get your right mind. So you can act a fool if you want to.
Wait a minute, that's a mama call. I'm putting that up on Facebook. Hold on. What you do in anger, honey, you got to be responsible for when you back in your right mind. Okay, wait a minute. I'm writing that down on Facebook right now. That there is a mama quote, honey. J. King's mama said that. That's rich. Okay, no, listening to that, because see, me, I am one of the easiest people to get along with on this side of creation. I want to believe that. In fact, I cherish that. But at the same time, I know I have a pistivity level that's real quick. Shit can piss me off quickly. I'm not quick to react, but I'm quick to get pissed real lovely. However, something like that, where we done just invested this money in studio time, we got all the. Do you know that takes cost? I know you know. That takes cost. Recording time cost. We got to pay the band. They done just laid these tracks. And you talking about we got the boy, girl, bitch, okay, nigga, what? Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's all of that. Lord have mercy, child. I can't even fathom that. Yes, I can. Yes, I can, because I've had instances in my life where something on that same kind of level was just catastrophic, and to keep me from blowing up the world and just killing everybody, yeah. You know what I mean?
It was like I said, it was a weird was a weird time, you know. It was just like one of those things you have to keep asking yourself, this was really, it went from, you know, just like everything to somebody shutting the lights off. The energy, rather. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So, and I don't think I even seen Val after that.
I know we hadn't seen each other in like,
time,
like over 15 years.
Yeah. No,
wow.
I saw you like in around, it was a while, but I had seen her, but not able to talk to her. It's kind of like, you know, in passing, kind of like, and it just went from, you know, just like, bam, over. And that's when you start thinking to yourself, you say, boy, decisions that you make, you better make sure, you know, that you make them, you know, you think about every decision you make. Because, you know, it could be one of those ones you can turn around real quick, or it could be something that can, you know, that you'll never see again. But by the grace of God, here we are. Back on the block. Because, you know, like you said, like Jay was saying, us three have never had any kind of unpositive energy, you know, toward each other. Yeah, we have creative differences, but never, that's just part of the business. But, I mean, you know, we've always gotten along great. And, you know, now I'm back singing with my stage wife. Because,
right.
You know, because back then everybody said, "Is she a girlfriend?" You know, we sang songs every day, every night. You know, they see us in the, you know, me, her, and Jay on stage, and you know, we had little skits going on where, you know, you're mad at each other and you break up and you love. It's all kind of different things. So now people say, "So I said, yeah, I'm back on with my stage wife again." Like actors, you know, actors have those movies. You know, they're acting in movies and stuff, and that's pretty much the same. And Papa over there, I mean, we just have a good time. It's just like three of us, you know, we just really go out and have a great time. And, you know, and this new record, which I'm sure you guys are going to talk about, is getting ready to, you know, all the people out there that have been looking, that have been waiting, I believe they're going to love it.
Okay. Well, then let me do this.
Have you had a chance to hear the new record?
Of course, child, come on. And I'm going to get ready to play it in just a few moments. Let me take a commercial break first. And, you know, y'all know how the sponsors are. We got to let the sponsors say a little bit of something. When we come back, let's go into the new track, and then let's talk about, I want to go into the songwriting, because, Val, I know you're one of the songwriters. Samuel, you were one of the songwriters and writing and things. And, Jay, I know you're producing and things. So let's talk about that energy when y'all come together to now put the project and the product together so that we get and receive what we get. So let me take a short little break right here, and then when we come back, we will go into that. Okay, come on now. Thank you very kindly. We're going right there. Play, honey, play.
The internet sensation is now in print. Get your copy of the book that will not only change your life, but change your thinking as well. Awakenings, Epiphanies Along a Spiritual Journey is a compelling collection of blogs that have been the pinnacle of spiritual development and discernment for its author, internet talk show host Big Meech. Not only does this body of work offer the insight from his life experiences, it provides the reader an amazing opportunity to go on a journey that will awaken insight into their own higher power while encouraging personal growth and spiritual development. With chapters such as, I cannot give you life, nor can I live it for you. Truth is a bad bitch. It's time for a career change. I am not your God. And in what love do you operate? You will be captivated and compelled to take the life lessons the book has to offer and apply them to your life. To get your copy today of Awakenings, Epiphanies Along a Spiritual Journey, go to www.dishingtea.com, or you can find it on the web at www.amazon.com, or if you prefer an ebook, find it at www.smashwords.com. Awakenings, Epiphanies Along a Spiritual Journey. Are you ready? Are you ready for the journey?
And we are back. Yes, if you're just tuning in, honey, we are sitting here with the legendary group, honey, CLUB NOUVEAU in the house. Honey, if you have questions, comments, or concerns or wish to call in and say hello to the gang, honey, call in at 347-205-9183. All right, children, we're back. I had to take an extended little break, honey. I had to go pay a water bill or two, you understand. You understand. Okay. However, okay, I lost somebody. Hopefully they were able to call in. I know somebody probably had to go.
What happened was this. Valerie is calling you from her cell phone. So if you see a 644 number, 818-644, that's her.
Yeah. Okay, she'll call back in a minute. She probably gotta.
Yeah, she had to go pick her son
somewhere.
up. Val's got 4 kids.
Now, see, that's what I was going to get into. What was about being with family life and this, that, and the other, and managing the road and all of that.
Yeah, Val is married with 4 kids, three sons and a daughter. All her kids are exceptional athletes and thinkers. Valerie, she majored in mathematics at Stanford.
Oh.
And then and then she left Stanford to come do CLUB NOUVEAU, but then she went back to school to get her degree. So
see, that there's lovely.
Yeah, and she's got a daughter, Camille, who is she goes to a prep school. This is a $40,000-$50,000 a year school.
Exactly.
On a scholarship, academic and athletic.
Oh, get out of here! Okay.
She's got a son. She's got a 9-year-old son named Mikal. That's an incredible basketball player. You will see him in the NBA.
Oh, well, see, groom him, honey, groom him.
Yeah, and her husband is Tony English, TE Fitness. He's a trainer. So Val weighs 103 pounds today.
Okay, don't you make me. Okay, 103 pounds. Okay, 103. So, yes. Okay, now, Sam.
Yes.
Okay, let me go here with you. And coming back with the question that I had before the break, and that is with the muse of writing the lyrics and writing songs and this, that, and the other, and putting the project together. How does that work for you? And where does your inspiration come from?
Well, actually on the first Life of the Pain album with CLUB NOUVEAU, that was Jay and Denny and Tommy. They did all me and Val just literally sang. I mean, we may have came up with ad-libs, but the writing was all done by Jay and the other guy, Tommy and Denny. Now on the new project, me and Val are getting, involved in writing and things like that. And of course, when I on my solo with the first single, So You Like What You See, I also wrote that. So that was really my first time I wrote was with So You Like What You See. But now, it's a process. It's a process, but it's fun. It's fun. It's challenging. It's fun because you can't write for one. You're writing for 3. You know what I mean? And it's like but fortunately, because I watched, I learned a lot of writing from Jay and the way they put it together. Because in my head, I always write for more than one person. You know what I mean? It's like the arrangements and everything come because of how I watched how they did the CLUB NOUVEAU project in the beginning, how they did the choruses, the hooks, how everything came together. The story had to tell a story from beginning to end. If you notice, CLUB NOUVEAU songs don't just jump around from with a bunch of mess. It's just like it tells a story from beginning to end. It's like a short book. It's like a short book, and that kind of really helped me develop and how I write now. So on this new project, on the Consciousness album, you'll hear a couple of things where I did some writing and stuff on. But Jay, he's one of those quick writers where you don't get time to do a bunch of writing because he's 24 hours a day. Music.
Right.
So usually by the time we hear songs, it's like he say, Sam, here's the song, here's the beat, and here's how this goes right here. I want you to add, pretty much just add to it. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what we do. We add to it, which is cool though, because it's just like, hey, nobody wants that one burden of trying to do it all. But it's cool because you get a chance to hear how each person's individual, writing and arrangements, how they come about and how they're perceived, and that forms that Club Nouveau.
Okay, we got Val back. Val, come in on that question too, Sugar, with your writing style and your inspiration for writing and putting this together. Where do you pull your inspiration from?
Let's see. I pull my inspiration from. Let's see. Hold on. You there?
Yeah.
Okay, you're talking about personally or Club Nouveau? Club Nouveau, yes. Of course. Hello? Okay. Anyway, I pull my inspiration from, I'm an observer. I don't really put myself out there in the mix socially. I'm more so, I'm laid back. I kind of check out the scene. I like to observe people. I like to see how people behave. And that's kind of where I write from. I write from the perspective of an observer. And then when I'm trying to get inside of who I'm looking at, then I put myself in their position, and then I begin to feel, not just as an observer, but as a participant in whatever I'm observing. And so I'm able to kind of pull up that emotion or a certain picture. I'm able to use words to create those feelings or those images. And within the context of Club Nouveau, usually Jay's a concept man. He, like this concept of consciousness, that was like he's had that concept for quite some time. So within this consciousness, we're all on a spiritual journey whether we know it or not.
Say that.
A lot of us are unaware of the teachings that are being given to us. And people go through life and they're just unaware. But I try to stay aware of what's going on in the world, how it affects people, I'm well aware of how it affects myself, but especially other people, and not just within this country, but around the world. And so, again, I use that. I'm observing, and I'm also putting myself in that place of where that person, whatever they're experiencing, and that's where my lyrics come from.
Okay. I for me, because I'm a lyricist. I am.
You didn't ask me.
I'm coming, Jay. I'm coming. Hold on. You're the big producer. I'm coming to you because I'm finna go to roll it this way.
Okay.
As a lyricist, see, just I'm listening to you guys say, okay, I learned this and how to hear the arrangements of this, that, and the other. Me, I'm just a melody person and say, okay, this is where I hear the song going. I don't hear background. I don't hear this. I don't hear that until after I have everything else. You know what I'm saying? Now, for that, Jay, you coming in as a producer, dealing with songwriters, and that you're a songwriter yourself. How is it that you're able to accept what is given? You know what I mean? Without necessarily you putting in your muse into what they've presented, unless this is a collaborative effort.
Well, I mean, when you ask people to contribute, you have to be open to the contribution.
How about it?
I mean, just like with That Ain't Love, I had the music done, and then I wrote the male part. And so I had a melody for the female, but I said, you know what? I'm going to let Val write it. So me and Val got together a few times before we came up with the right melody. And it was just us going back and forth. And when she finally found it, I said, that's it, Val. And then letting Val, write the concept out herself. And Val, because she is a mother, a wife, and a musician, she's got 4 kids to deal with. And Val is a hands-on mom, she's involved with their schooling and the whole shop. So I knew that I had to be patient with her, and at the same time I had to keep her excited. because that's how Val is. You get Val excited about it, then she's going to get into it. So I had to make sure that if she gave me a contribution that I liked, that I would just like, Val, that's great right there, you know. And then we would just get a little bit done, and before you knew it, the song just, one day it just seemed like the song just locked in. With Samuel, it's you know, it's different because me and Samuel are just writing together like that, you know. So so you know, I make it a point though, where before I would probably just write and not think about anything else. I make it a point now to collaborate with my bandmates.
Oh, well, dig that.
So not just my name on the song. So you know, because whether they get writer's credit or not, when they start writing melodies and ad-libs or adding to, like Valerie is such a creative person. I did a song called Consciousness. I've written the whole song. I wrote her part too. But when she sang her part, she didn't feel it, and I didn't feel her doing the part. And Val said, Jay, I just want to do it. Let me just change this melody a little bit. So she changed the melody. I love the melody. And I said, Val, you're writing this song. I mean, you're a writer on the song with me, because what she did was brought the song to life. So I think, you know, as a songwriter, you have to really be open enough to be fair with everybody involved with the process. And if you are going to ask people to contribute, you have to be open to the contribution, and you have to be able to await what you hear, you know, if something is better. You know, even if it's different, it might be different to you when you feel like, that ain't what I envisioned. But, you know, sometimes, you know, we get in our own way because we're used to hearing it a certain way, and if it ain't the way we heard it, then we don't like it. So I'm really, I love music so much, and I love, you know, great contributions. I think that's one of my gifts, is that I'm able to really hear what other people are doing and not be intimidated by it, or not be, you know, not start hating on it and be like, okay, that's too good. That's making the song too good.
Right, exactly.
You know.
Okay. And removing that ego out of the way.
Because see, I've already started writing the second Club Nouveau album. I mean, the next one, because this is a series of 3 or 4. The Consciousness thing, I see 3 or 4 albums deep. So I've already started writing the second record, you know, so I'll start off the concept and then bring Val and Sam in. And we just work good like that. But I'm not opposed to somebody else bringing a song. I'm not opposed to Sam or Val saying, hey, I have a song. But I really, you know, because the next album, I want to call it The Gospel.
Okay, you know, now, well, you know what? Well, if that ain't love right there, honey, if that ain't love and ain't nothing else, let's go into the new single, honey, That Ain't Love, right here.
This is a song about love. Yeah. But it's not a good love. It's not a real love. And if your love sounds like this, then that ain't love. When I work, putting hard days, that's how I keep these bills paid. At my crib, things go my way. Don't give a damn about what your girlfriends say. When I come home, ain't no waiting. Should have my dinner on my plate and clear the table when my meal is done. And break me off, girl, when I roll some.
Girlfriend, don't let him boss you like that. That ain't love. You pay your own bills, got your own car, got your own grip, you got it like that. That ain't love. He can cook and serve his own damn meal. And if you don't, some other trick will. Walk away with your girlfriend. Better yet, you better run, 'cause that ain't love.
See, in my house, that's how it's gotta be. Knew I was thugging when you met me, so you know that I don't play around.
Well, I know that.
Girl, don't make me put my Mac hand down.
You better step back.
If you want me to be real with you,
get real.
You better do the things I tell you to. So don't be tripping, just respect me. Cause in my house, that's how it's gotta be.
Girlfriend, trying to run a game on you. That ain't love. Down rules from the old school, trying to make a claim on you. That ain't love. Bad boys
Listen here, ain't no talk back. Ain't got no time for no tit for tat. Girl, you know where your place is at, so you better recognize that. See, I'm a player from the old school, and in my house it's just the same old rule. So don't be tripping, just respect me, 'cause in my house that's how it's got to be. You love me, baby, I've been good to you.
Okay, now. Okay, now. See, I'm sitting up here. See, number one, that groove right there. Woo. See, wait a minute. And then let me tell you something, because see, exactly. See, right there. So you can sit up there and rise. See, right there, got your hips swaying and carrying on. Right. You know what I'm saying? And see, one of the things about this particular song and the flavor of it. See, it takes me back to Why You Treat Me So Bad. You know, if I were to do that, I would say this would probably be an answer to that. You know, or a follow up to that, because listen, the sound of it is very old school. Stephanie Mills did that when she did her Christmas. She released a Christmas single, and I said, "Girl, you done took us back to If I Were Your Woman" sound, and you guys just did that with this. Took me right back to that groove. Is an updated groove, but it's what music is missing. We don't have grooves like that no more.
Right.
You know,
right.
To sit down there and to talk and just to sway and you know that's just one of them songs, honey. It's brown liquor. You know, that's a brown liquor song. You know what I'm saying? That's brown liquor, baby, right there.
That's
a cocktail
right.
or something, honey. And you sit there and be like, ooh, yes, I know it. You better say that shit right there, honey. You know, it's one of those. Cause I'm one of them children, honey. I'm one of them children. Okay. So now, with this being the lead song, honey, what is this new project? What is the concept, the message behind the new project that you're forging, and what's going on with it? Come on.
Well, the first of all, you know, That Ain't Love. You know, really what I did was took a bunch of cliches that men say to women. You know, my house is, you know, when I work putting hard days, that's how I keep these bills paid. You know, I just took a bunch of cliches. I thought it was funny when I first started writing it. But, you know, it's in line with being conscious, you know, being conscious enough to love yourself, that you don't put yourself in this kind of situation. And don't pretend that somebody loves you that don't really love you. And if it sounds like this, then that ain't love. But the project itself is really, it's self-exploration, you know, and knowing that the world that you live in is the world that you build. So if your world is peaceful and loving, it's because that's what you built. But if your world is chaotic, and if there's always hurt and pain and somebody doing you wrong and a whole bunch of haters, you might want to look at yourself in the mirror and, you know, and get a little conscious about who you are and what you're putting out in the universe, what kind of vibration you're putting out.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm writing that down too. The world that you live in is the world that you've built. I got to write that. Yeah. Wait a minute. That you build. There we go. Okay. That just went out. All right. I know those are jewels right there. See, when you're on the Val, you said earlier that everybody is always on a spiritual quest, whether they know it or not. And
whether
see,
they
these
know
little
it
nuggets,
or not.
whether they know it or not. And jewels like that, you know, you may have heard it before, but it has an impact. And this particular song here of exploration or whatever, and sitting up there making you, actually putting a mirror in front of you. You know, it's going to make you look in that mirror, honey, because if it's one thing that the mirror ain't going to do is lie. I don't care. I don't care how many toothpaste stains you done got on it. I don't care how smoky it may seem. When you look at it, it ain't going to lie. Okay? It ain't going to lie.
That's right.
So these are the things here, and this song is one of those songs. And like I said, for me, I just listening to it, honey, and that little groove is just taking me back to Why You Treat Me So Bad, and giving me that next wave of it. Because now we're in a new millennium, and you know we're in the technological age now, and folks don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to express love anymore. Everything is done. You know, I call the new language is textonics. Okay, because we done recreated English. Textonics, baby, that's it. Because good is G-U-D now. Everything is letters. L-M-A-O. I laugh my ass off.
Right.
Okay, O-M-G.
L-O-L.
Okay, T-T-F-N. L-O-L. You know,
I'm
so
too
everything.
tired to laugh. L-O-L.
Shut up. That sounds I'm too tired to laugh. L-O-L. Fuck it. I ain't mad at you. Wait a minute, you just worked me for that. You just worked me for that. But yeah, in this particular day and age, that's where we are. And every time I hear this, because when children over there double exposure sit there to me, I say, okay, wait a minute, let me get into this, so I see where I'm going, and I'm like, ooh, and I'm sitting up here, you know, see you, and see, it's got one of them grooves for those who don't like to get up and there, you know, chair dancers, but they like to swivel in their chairs all day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, you get them hips going on. Yeah, that's what I love about this, and it's driving it drives me. It drives me. So now, with this particular, with you guys forging this new project or whatever, you know, do you feel that this is a resurgence? What is the goal now? You know, we're older now. You know, the sound has improved. You know, we're making sense of what the music is today, and you're able to still be yourselves without necessarily changing your style and your formula. What is it that you wish to accomplish with this new project that you may have not accomplished before?
Well, I don't know that we haven't accomplished things that, you know, I mean, I think, you know, when you have a platinum record and, you know, and you get nominated for a Grammy and you win one, I mean, you know, these are things that happen in the business. I think we've always accomplished what we wanted to accomplish when we made music, and that is, you know, put some good music on vinyl or on a CD and let people hear it. And to me, that's our accomplishment. And with this particular record, you know, we're gonna go out and we're gonna work. We're gonna tour. We're gonna support it. It's the first time since our first album that I've gotten such a positive response from a record. You know, we've always made conscious music. You know, we've always, you know, listened to the message. Was a very heavy album, and my favorite for CLUB NOUVEAU. I just love what we were and what we were doing, but also, you know, A New Beginning, Everything Is Black had great songs on it, and this to me is just, you know, and like you said, I mean, we've gotten older, we've gotten better. I think, you know, because we're not jaded by the industry, and you know,
good.
With some really level-headed people, you know what I mean? This is just our job, so you know, it's hard when, you know, two people want to take pictures and one person doesn't, or when one person want to sign autographs and two people don't. We don't have that issue. We all know that this is our job, and if 100 people come and ask us to take photos, we're going to take photos. If 1,000 people ask us to sign autographs, we're going to sign autographs. We're going to do our job, and you know, when people call us to perform, we're going to get on stage and we're going to give the greatest performance we can give them. You know, we're all live. It's no, you know, there's no samples or sequences. We got a 4-piece band. We got 3 singers. All the guys in the band help with background vocals, and we put on a great show for the people. And this Saturday, the 21st, we're going to be in Richmond, California, for the city of Richmond, a free event outside there, and the festival, the Soul Cultural Festival. We're going to have a great show.
I heard that. Richmond, California. All right. Now, see, I'm all the way in Atlanta and don't have... Ooh, okay. Because it's not in my
Did
travel plans.
Song? Did you get the second song also, Mickey?
No. No, they didn't send me a second one.
Change the World?
I
think they might have. You might want to check your email again.
Wait a minute, I'm finna go check it now because we will play it right now. If I got it, you better understand. Wait a minute, let me go over here. Come on, baby, do right now, do right. Well, while we waiting on this to queue up and to see if I got this, they should have sent me that. Okay, come on, baby, do right. I got this old funky old thing, honey, that sometimes want to upload and sometimes it doesn't when I go into my email. But anyway, anywho, when is this project going to drop? When is it going to be made available? I got Pharaoh's Box in the Tea Room. He says, when does the CD drop? Because he loves this new song, honey.
The album comes in February and March of 2014, but the single comes the end of October, where it's available at iTunes. But you'll start hearing it on the radio probably in the next couple of weeks. Right now I'm in the studio mixing and mastering. I'm going to master the single tomorrow and ship it out to the manufacturer, and we should have it in a couple of weeks. And, we're going to start it. We're really starting at Southern Soul Radio. Even before I go to Urban Radio, Southern Soul Stations too. I'm going to ship to first. I just hired James Alexander for that, and then I'm going to go to Urban AC a little bit after that. And we're just going to, I really feel like we made strong music, and people are going to hear that we're current and what's out there. But we don't sound like anything. We don't sound like anybody else. We're not saying the same things that anybody else is saying, and no disrespect to what people are saying. It's just that I believe that we are just, we're each of us are simultaneously on our spiritual journey, and it just so happens that we're in this perfect storm where we have a record consciousness that's part of that journey, and you get to hear it in our lyrics. You get to hear it in our song. You get to hear it in the voices, and you get to feel it in the emotion that we're bringing forth on each of the records we bring you.
All right. Now that there is rich and that's real. That's rich and that is real. Now let me go here because I love how you say this is our job. And Val, Jay just gave us all of your accolades as a mom and you and how wonderfully accomplished your children are. How is it that you guys end up balancing, being parents and just everyday lives without the bling of the job? Because everybody, society and the public always wanted you to always be on it, the bling, the hair, the this, the that. But we're just regular people. So how is it that you manage this and you have a tour, you got a tour schedule and this, that, and the other, and still yet be true to your household?
Whoa, let's see. How do I do that? Well, my stylist and my hair person, my makeup artist, they travel with me wherever I go. And they're just a phone call away. All they do is touch them. They come to my house. And, it's just, I got it like that. No, but seriously.
Okay, do you have it like that?
I don't know. I don't know how I do it. It's like we have a show on Saturday. I also work. I go to school. It's just that when it's time to work, I change. My personality changes. So I leave home behind. I leave it behind, and I turn on Val Watson, and and I do my thing, with my music. And then as soon as I get off stage and I'm done, hanging out with folks, then I turn on my mommy hat. It's time to be moms. Hey, how you doing, baby? You guys doing all right? You doing all right?
Okay, she done went from Val. Okay, that's what it is. You go from, on stage, you're Val Washington. When you're at home, you're Mrs. English. Got it.
That's right.
Okay.
I'm Val Watson on stage, but at home, I'm Valerie English.
She said, okay, right, we're Valerie English at home, right?
That's right. That's right.
Dig it.
So, it's like, I'm schizophrenic, out here. I got multiple personalities.
That girl said I'm schizophrenic. Now, okay, now, look here. Okay, Sybil. Okay, Sybil. Okay, or Trudy Chase 1. Okay. Sam, what's up with you now? How is it that you balance home and work life and carrying on?
Man, it's pretty much the same way. I mean, music is it's always been a part of my life. Ever since I can remember, we've been singing, playing. My father's quartet band's always rehearsed in our living room, so I've been around music my whole life. So it's not a switch that I really have to flip on and flip off. And luckily, who I am in Club Nouveau is who I really am. So, I get to be Samuel all the time, even though I am a dad and a husband. But, when I came into that, I was still able, I was still Samuel. So I don't, you have to change the way you look at things in life, but I still get to be, Samuel 24 hours a day. And my daughter is, she just made 17. She just graduated from high school. So, she gets to see her dad as he is, and that's cool. You know what I mean?
I dig that.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool because, when she was a baby, she didn't know what I did. Really for like the
right.
last,
All she wanted was daddy, right?
Yeah, when she they don't care when they're little. You know what I mean? When she got around 13, 14, people were saying, yeah, your dad's music, and she's looking at me like, dad's music, no big deal. Now that she's 17, she gets a chance to go to the shows, and she kind of sees, what's going on, and it's kind of cool. You know what I mean? Because we have a great relationship. But I put God first. That's my balancing. I won't say balancing act because it's not an act, but that's my balancer right there. I put God first.
Okay, now say that.
Then,
okay.
Then everything up under that, it just works itself out. I'll be honest with myself, be true to myself, and and I just roll with it. And again, I'd say, it's been a long time since I think any of us have been this excited about a project or about anything other than family. But we're all pretty high right now.
We'll dig that. Okay, a natural high. I love it. And Jay, what about you? You're the hardest worker of all this because it's you in the studio now. So, and everything has built up to this particular moment. You're producing, you're this, and you're this, and you're 15,000 hats and irons in the fire. So now, how is it? What's your juggling act with maintaining your sanity?
Well, first of all, I won't say I'm the hardest worker. I got to say we each work hard to make it right. To do, it's just I do my job, as Val and Sam come in and do their jobs. So we just happen to catch me in the middle of my job, and this is what I love. So so when you love it, it ain't all work. Right. I enjoy the process, and I got to be honest, I enjoy making records with Val and Sam. Some of the best times for me is when we're all together because often we're not. Either I'm with Sam or I'm with Val, and then sometimes we're together. But me and Val was just talking about this. We want to tour for the next 10 years. We want to make a record every year for the next 10 years, and and after this album, this is going to be our job full time. Where this is what we do. We get up in the morning, we go to the studio, we work with each other, and we go home. And we have our season for touring, our season for being home to work. To work on songs, and we have our vacation time where we can take a vacation, but we want to do it right this time. We want to take these next 10 years and do it right, and all the way around. So when we do, and not that we won't tour after 10 years, we'll pick and choose what we want to do, and we'll do like the white guys do it, tour, you bring your whole family out on the road, and we each have families. My kids are older. I have a younger daughter. My daughter's 10. She's the absolute love of my life. But I have 3 boys that are older. So Sam's got a daughter and some older sons. And Val's kids, are the younger of the 3 of us. But our families are involved in our business. We're our family. We are, our wives and husbands, they come with us when they can. When we're in Denver, we're going to be in Denver. Val, Sam's wife, and mine, they're coming with us.
We'll dig it.
Tony's got something to do. He can't come. But otherwise, Tony will be there. And plus, I think Val look at when she's with us as a vacation.
Okay. Well, here, you know what? I love how that goes because this goes right into, yes, I do have it. We finna go into Change the World. I just like how that did. Okay, change the name of the game, honey. Change the world.
what you gotta say, but what I'm feeling.
I'm shedding all my selfish ways. Humility will save the day. Whoa, for all God's children.
Praying that my sons will say
They're living life to give their love to the life they've been given. I want to change the world. It's going to start with me. I want to change the world. It's going to start with me. I want to change the world. It's going to start with me.
with me.
It's going to start with me. It's going to start with back to the neighborhood that I once lived in.
I want to do this world some good. So I'm going to start giving. Oh, Lord.
I understand we need a village.
Raise our children.
Brothers need to work it out and stop their killing.
Mothers just keep holding on.
Father, keep our structures strong.
I want to change the world. It's going to start with me. I want to change the world. It's going to start with me. I want to change the world. It's going to start with me. Start with me. Start with me. I want to change the world. It's going to start with me. I want to change the world. It's going to start with me. I want to change the world. It's going to start with me. Start with me. Start with me.
I want to change the world. And I know it starts with me.
Change it.
Mothers, so many of you crying. Yes, you are.
Change it.
And I feel your pain all over the world.
Change it.
I wanna change the world.
Change it.
And I know it starts with me. Yes, it does.
Change it.
I wanna change the world.
I want to change the world.
Now y'all know what? Whoo! Wait. Y'all just worked me. Y'all just worked me for this.
Thank you.
I ain't no good. I ain't no good. I ain't no good. Okay? I ain't no good.
What did he do?
Oh, ma'am. No, ma'am. No. Woo!
What did he do?
Change the world is gonna start with me. Woo! Wait. Okay. That's in my shoulders. Oh, that's in my shoulders. Okay. I told y'all I love old grooves and stuff like that. That is all in my shoulders. Okay. I'm sitting up here. Ooh. Work me. Okay. Ow. Ow. Okay, I'm trying to pull it together. Wait a minute, let me pull it together. See, I didn't know they sent this to me. This was sitting in this email, and they had to send stuff to me twice. So when I saw it, I said, okay, I just got that. Lord, see, I'm supposed to go through all this before y'all hear me like Oh, but all right. Change the world. Oh, wow. Yes. Oh, y'all got to release that. Now, listen, don't let that be. Don't put that on nobody's B-side, honey. That's a single on its own. Do not put that on nobody's B-side now. Okay, that's sickening.
Well, really, we were debating on which song to start with. Should we start with "That Ain't Love," or should we start with "Change the World"? And it was a tough decision. I had people. Calling, saying, maybe you guys aren't picking the right single. Maybe we should go with this. I had radio guys saying, but then, we have to have a street element in the beginning because that's just the way, urban radio is.
Exactly.
But for the world, but I went to see Earth, Wind and Fire at the Hollywood Bowl the other day, and I was riding with the guy who does overseas licensing, and he's Croatian or Czechoslovakian, and I said, "You want to hear some of the Club Nouveau record?" And he said, "I love it. I love to." So I played him the record, and he heard "That Ain't Love," and he said, "I love it. I love it. It's a funky groove. I love the vocal. I love the push and pull between the guy and the girl." Then we did a song called "Love, Peace, Jah, and Harmony," and that song came on, and he said, and he looked at me, and he said, "This music is moving my spirit."
Yes.
He said, "I hear this around the world." And then "I Want to Change the World" came on, and he said, "I don't think you guys are an R&B group. I think you're a world group."
Oh, how about that?
He said,
"How about that?"
I think you guys are a world group. And then I said, "Hey, you want to license outside the U.S. for me?" And he said, "I would love to. I'll be honored." And that's when I knew
see, there you have it.
We are making music. Yeah.
Socially conscious music becomes world music anyway, especially when it's done right, because it transcends. One of the things I always say that music is God's perfect language because it responds and calls to any and everything. I don't care what it is, good, bad, or indifferent, there's a song for it. And honey, okay, now come on, cheating in the next room, honey, Mary Jane. Okay, now come on now. There is a song for it. And here, I'm telling you, this is still oh my God, I got to put this on my iPod.
And let me tell you, as I'm talking to you right now, I was in Toronto, Canada this weekend, and I saw Big Daddy Kane.
Ooh.
And he just sent me a text just now and said, "I got the song, it's hot. Let me know what you want to do." I said, "I need you to rap at the front of it, and I will move it to the right spot." He said, "Okay, I'll do it over the weekend." So we're going to have Big Daddy Kane on the song. We did this song called "Let's Have a Party." When did we do that song, Val? Was it 98 that we first started recording that song? It was way back. But we've had this song for 15 years. And
wow.
And I said it wouldn't work on the record. And that song is what Big Daddy Kane is telling me is hot, that he's rapping to, and I have not changed the musical track at all.
Okay.
Except I added a guitar to it. I haven't done anything different on it. And we got Chuck D on a song called "Consciousness" with Lee Bailey.
Oh, yeah, Chuck D was okay, yeah, because that's what he does, child. Oh my God, okay, you should have worked me for this for real.
Chuck D is doing the rap, but Lee Bailey is doing the voiceover. Larry Dunn from Earth, Wind and Fire has got a voiceover on there. Lynn Tolliver from WVAK out of Cleveland.
Yeah.
He's on there. And then and Chuck D is rapping on it. And
I had to get a hold of Larry. Larry was on the show.
Oh, yeah. So we got some great musicians on the record, some great performances on the record, and you heard Val and Sam on "I Want to Change the World." A lot of people like our live version of it better than the album version.
Oh, now that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how. That's how I know I'm dealing with singles, honey.
When did you? Val, when did you do the Herbal album?
Gosh, I did that. I was pregnant with Camille. That was in 99, 2000.
Okay, so I wrote "I Want to Change the World" in 1999.
Right.
Oh, wow.
For Val's album. I wrote that for Val's album. There's a version of that song on Val's album with Howard Hewitt. But it's a totally different, but I didn't produce it, so it's produced totally different. But that's how old that record is, 14 years old.
Get out of here.
So songs
don't get old.
Yeah, they don't get old. That's why you can hear Marvin Gaye's What's Going On, and it'll take you back to the first time you heard it. So, because music, like Val said, songs don't get old. They get better. That's why you can hear
It'll take you back,
Aretha
but
Franklin's.
then it keeps you present because you
Right.
you're experiencing that song all over again in the now.
Exactly.
And it feel good. You don't hear way back. You just hear it.
Right. Exactly. And what you hear is the feel good. It's feel good music.
Yeah, it still makes you feel good.
And that's what, you know what? That was one thing that I love about your consistency because it's feel good music. I was telling somebody that not too long ago about the differences between music today and yesterday. A lot of music today is angry. When kids go out to the clubs or whatever, they don't dress like we used to dress, honey. And I still dress. They come in Timberlands and carrying on because the music says that. So when they get to grunting, if somebody step on their foot, they already there to swing a punch or whatever because the music is angry. And when it was happy music, honey, all we wanted to do was dance. And if I bumped you, oh, sorry, sugar, then we turned that into a dance move. Honey, that's how the bump became the bump. Okay? We turned it into a dance move, baby, and made sure everybody was all good or whatever. But that there, oh, my God. Okay, wait a minute. I'm telling you, this saved the world. I'm going to change the world, honey. It's just in my, Okay, I'm going to let y'all go because I'm going to have to hear that one more time. I'm going to have to hear that one more time.
Big meat.
Okay, I'm serious. This is just rocking my shoulders right now. I'm sitting up here in this chair. I'm rocking back and forth as if I'm just in a fetal position like, oh, my God. Because okay. And y'all think I'm playing, honey. I'm telling you, I'm sitting up here. I'm looking stupid and carrying on. I'm sweating because I turned the air off or whatever, and I need to turn my air back on. But that's what's happening.
You're a fool, Big Meat. Big Meat, you're a fool.
But tell everybody where we can find you because I'm going to let y'all get back to y'all day because I got to hear that one more time, honey. Tell everybody where they can find you and carrying on. And you already said the album is we're looking for that in 2013. What'd you say, February?
February 2014, yes.
Okay. That's a month before my birthday, so that's going to be my birthday, early birthday gift. You hear me? My birthday is March. I'll start February 28th, so that's lovely. So, okay, we got the album coming. And where can they find you on the World Wide Web or whatever? Give us your Twitter, your Facebook, your Gmail, whatever. Where they can find you?
Well, you know what? We're just building our website. Our website is going to be clubnouveau.me, and that's Nouveau. It's not up. You won't see anything, but you can find me at jayking.me, JAYKING.me, and Club Nouveau stuff is linked to that. And Val, do you still have ValWatson.com?
Don't. Just contact Jay.
Okay. She said, listen, okay.
And I'm Twitter. My Twitter is JKing3Music, and that's the letter J, KING, the number 3 music, at JKing3Music on Twitter.
All right then. Okay. All right. And I'm putting that in the tea room at JKing3 on Twitter. Okay. On Twitter. ITTER. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? I want to thank you guys for just being yourself, staying true to your music, staying true to what you believe in. And it is so refreshing to hear that even though there was a disparage with some of the members, that you're able to still talk about it in love and able to move forward in love and still able to remain true to yourselves. A lot of times folks get caught up in that bitterness and I can't talk about that, and because they still relive it. Right. And it's refreshing to know that didn't happen here, And so I'm very thankful. I'm so appreciative, honey. that you guys were able to come and dish your tea with me, honey. And I'm telling you, this changed the world, honey. I'm telling you, this is rocking me.
Big Meat.
Yes, baby.
Hey, you need to get a website so you can, like, you should sell crumpets and specialty teas and stuff and have people, like, you know, support you like that.
You know, girl, you know what? I got your number on this call queue, girl. I'm going to call you right back. Okay.
That's what you do.
Because after talking to you, I'm like, I'm feeling some tea and crumpets right now.
Oh, you feel it? Oh, sweetheart. Well, then I've done my job.
Okay.
Then I've done my job, baby. That's what it is. Okay. I love it. I love it. All right. Well, with Jay King, Valerie Watson English, and Samuel Prater, honey, I thank you, Club Nouveau. Thank you for dishing your tea with me, honey, in this day and in this time, honey. I'm so looking forward to everything. But, see, I got to jump on a couple of kids because they sent me the track, so I'm going to go to breakfast. Okay, I'm telling you, this changed the world. I got to do that one more time. I was going to close out with Why You Treat Me So Bad. Never mind, I'm closing out. We're going to play that one more again. Yes, we are. One more again, because I can't let that go just yet. No, we can't let that go just yet. I got to hear that one more time. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, baby.
For your time and your love and the music, honey. Thank you for the music. Just, yeah. Okay, I'm lost. Okay. So with that,
take care now.
Thank you. You too, baby. All righty.
All right. Take care, Big Mitch.
You too now. Ladies and gentlemen, honey, that there is Club Nouveau. I'm telling you, I'm at a loss for words because that song has just moved me. Usually I would have it ready and I would have gone through all of this, but y'all know how I am, and y'all know how I am with good music, child. We gonna close out with that song, Change the World, one more time. Now, I'm going to tell you this, honey. You may finish all of your crumpets, honey, because the tea has been dished, and you've been dishing tea, my darlings, with Big Meat. So if you love me, tell a friend. If you hate me, tell an enemy. You just know this. One way, shape, style, form, or fashion, this thing here is moving forward. So, without any further ado, I will come back with me tomorrow because, you know, this is a special edition show. Tomorrow we got Sugar Tea. Coming on tomorrow, honey, so I would join me then. But right now, honey, it's all about changing this world. Let's change this world one more time, honey. Come on.
I'm guided by the stars, by God, to make a difference. And if we can't eradicate homelessness or stuff like that, at least we can start changing ourselves.
I'll tell you what we gotta do. We gotta make a better way for all our children.
I'm pouring out my heart to you. There's just so much I gotta say for what I'm feeling. I'm shedding all my selfish ways. Humility will save the day. For all God's children. I'm praying that my sons will say
They're living life to give their love to the life they've been given. I wanna change the world. It's gonna start with me. I wanna change the world.
I wanna do this world some good. I'm gonna start giving. Ooh, oh, Lord.
I understand we need a village.
Raise our children. Brothers need to work it out and stop their killing.
Mothers just keep holding on.
Ooh, fathers keep our trucks up the road. I wanna change the world. It's gonna start with me. I wanna change the world. It's gonna start with me. I wanna change the world. It's gonna start with me. Start with me. Start with me. I wanna change the world. It's gonna start with me. I wanna change the world. It's gonna start with me. I wanna change the world. It's gonna start with me. Start with me. Start with me. I wanna change the world, and I know it's hard to me. Change it, mother. So many of you crying, yes you are. Change it, and I feel your pain all over the world. Change it, I wanna change the world. Change it, and I know it's hard with me. Yes, it does. Change it. I wanna change the world. I wanna change the world.
Yes.
Required listening with Amazon Music.
Dad music again?
The greatest guitarist of all time.
Wait, who?
Alexa, add this song to a new playlist.
Sure, what's the new playlist name?
Jack's Intro to Classic Rock.
Adding Stepping Stone by Jimi Hendrix to Jack's Intro to Classic Rock playlist.
Amazon Music, the simplest way to listen to the music you and soon he will love. New customers start your 30-day free trial at AmazonMusic.com. Renews automatically, cancel anytime.
Progressive presents Get Pumped. Inspiration to help you do insurance stuff.
Okay, time out. You're gonna let your budget be the boss of you? Take control with Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Tell us what you want to pay for car insurance, and we'll help you find options that fit your budget. Here's some music to get you pumped. Da-dong, 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 dang, dang. I hear your budget laughing at you. Oh, wait, that's just those kids laughing at me. Ignore them! Da-dong, da-dong.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.